What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time ever coming to the channel, you should just subscribe. You should just hit the thumbs up button because we post these videos every single day, and if you keep up with them, you're pretty much gonna find how to track the market perfectly. That being said, you can see the stock market is tanking. Look at what happened down here at the blue line. The blue line is -3 deviations on the day. It's a perfect scalping opportunity, but if you didn't know where the -3 deviation price existed, you wouldn't be able to scalp it. So anyways, this is the stock market tanking today. Why? Because the CPI numbers just came out, and guess what? There's inflation! No fucking shit, there's inflation. What do you think was gonna happen, Mr. Money Printer Powell? You were printing money endlessly. It's only a matter of time. I mean, we were literally saying this for 4 or 5 years, and now, just now, you're gonna say there's inflation. You could have told us 4 years ago. You say, oh, well, we don't see inflation. Well, it's because you're a fucking jackass. That's why you don't see inflation, you freaking cuck. So, anyways, little amped up this morning. It's all good. That being said, let's actually jump into what you need to know. So, CPI comes out, there's inflation. We already knew that. Gas prices are up. Lumber prices are up. Netflix is up. I mean, I can't even get a piece of gum out of a little spinning machine for 25 cents anymore. I basically got to give him my firstborn child that I haven't even had yet. So sorry, kiddo, but you're going to the candy man. So anyways, here we are. Mentioned yesterday that your dip buy spot was like 318.20 something. So we were off by 30 cents. But we basically told you should be long the market here first on the day. Then you would look to maybe be bearish. So again, that long worked. Today, if the markets stay bearish, which they're already a little bearish, the first bounce spot on the day, intraday, is going to be down at 318.49. Now, if the market does roll all the way down to 318.49, it would actually be maybe more likely to break today than it was yesterday, because yesterday was a first attempt move. Today would be a second attempt move. I hope I don't confuse you. But to put it simply, your potential dip buy on the day is going to be at 318.43. If in the event the market really hates these CPI numbers and it really wants to continue down, which I wouldn't really be surprised to see, then you should just expect the next low risk dip buy is going to be at $311.60. And while you're at it, smash the thumbs up button, because if this ends up being accurate, we want everybody to know about it. So anyways, look for a price of $311.62 as a very low risk dip buy spot if the market gets there today or tomorrow or the following day or Friday. Doesn't really matter. Next week Tuesday, next week Monday, doesn't matter. Call your grandma, tell her $311.62. It's the dip buy. YOLO, okay? So anyways, that's pretty much how we're watching the market. If you want a recap on that with less sarcasm, I'll show you. Long here, once that breaks, better risk zone is here. So long here, if that fails, next new long is 311.64, okay? That's on the NASDAQ. Let's go look at the SPY. So the SPY, this is one where the 4-hour chart doesn't really have any support nearby. The daily chart doesn't really have any support nearby. The NASDAQ is really the only one with a long-term statistical trend support that's nearby. So it's a little bit easier to go off the NASDAQ for right now. So honestly, don't really know what to do with the SPY for the time being. The SPY doesn't look healthy. It looks bearish. I mean, we have a 50 moving average at 406. We have 402, blah, blah, blah. But again, there's nothing that's easy to read there for the time being as opposed to the NASDAQ. So what we're going to do is simply just follow the NASDAQ today. We're going to stay on the bearish side with the CPI numbers, knowing that the market's high, knowing that Mr. J Money Powell Printer just said there's inflation, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to look for the market to retrace back down to the 318.79 price today. And either hold support and turn into a dip buy, or break down, turn into a short, and sink further down to 311.90. Now, if we get down to 311.90, that's where we're going to be long. So if you're asking the question, what to do with this stock? What about Tesla? What about NIO? What about Facebook? This is literally what I said yesterday. If you're asking, what do you do with all these stocks? The only answer we said was watch the market. If the market goes up, your stocks are going to go up. Ready? Watch this. So yesterday, look at how the market performed, right? Opened up, went up, pulled back, goes up, okay? Look at NIO. NIO opens up on the day, goes up, market pulls back, it pulled back. Market bottoms, bounces, it goes up, okay? Look at Tesla. Tesla. Market goes up, this goes up. Market pulls back, Tesla pulls back. Market bounces, this bounces. Okay, look at Facebook. All right, Facebook goes up, market tops, it pulls back. Market bottoms, it goes up. Okay, look at Apple, which Apple didn't trade all that great yesterday. Market goes up, Apple goes up. Market goes down, Apple goes down. Market goes up, Apple goes up. All right, pretty straightforward. Look at PayPal. Oh, what do you know? Market goes up, this goes up. Market pulls back, this pulls back. This goes up. So again, what are you supposed to do today? You're supposed to watch the stock market. That's the only thing you have to do. Literally watch the SPY, watch the NASDAQ, and that's going to literally tell you the function of the market for the day and how your stocks are most likely going to trade. Now, one stock we will definitely be watching today is EYES. And the only reason we're watching EYES is because one of the penny stocks is up this morning and everybody's watching it and it has volume, so it's the first penny stock we've had to watch in a while, okay? Now, there's probably 600 billion other people on YouTube today telling you to watch a stock. Let me give you my perspective on it. We're going to be watching this long bias to start the day, at least minimum up to 650. Is it going to hit 650? I have no clue. No clue. But I do know that 650 is an actual target resistance that we haven't hit. So if you look at the daily chart, let me delete all these old drawings. So we go to the daily chart. You see this white trend line. That is a statistical long-term zero line, mean line, average, normal, trend. Those are all the same thing. They're just different words, okay? So we're looking for the market on EYES to retrace back up to its long-term trend. So theoretically, you could look at EYES extremely overbought, slightly oversold, bouncing back to the statistical long-term average. So where does that statistical long-term average come into play? At 648. Where are we at pre-market? Pre-market, we're at hit a high of 638. So theoretically, we still have a little push up before we would hit that level. Most oftentimes, this level is going to hold as a resistance. So my game plan currently is to be bearish EYES today, but first look for a move into 650, then a bearish move down. So this is a situation where I could see if I'm correct, this is how other traders would be affected today. If traders don't know, so if what I said is true and it happens, a lot of people this morning, when we open, will look for a break at the pre-market high on EYES. They'll trade it. Those orders, that the people that trade for the breakout of the pre-market high at 638, the market makers will use their orders to pull the price up to 650. So the people buying the pre-market high, their capital will be used to stretch the market, use the spread, push it up to 650, and then if 650 is truly the resistance and it gets hammered down, those people will all get taken in a wash to the downside. They're going to stop out, and then their stop out is what's going to create the selling pressure for our short trade to actually make money and to cover into. So for now, we're pretty much just looking for a move up to 650 and then being bearish on EYES to start the day. There is the chance that EYES blows through 650 and the short doesn't work. That is possible. I'll give you the next price target at which I think we would go up to. So if the 650 doesn't hold, the next level I would anticipate the run would go to is 678. So theoretically, if we were to short exactly at 650 here, then our risk on the squeeze could be all the way up to about 680. So either way, right now, we're pretty much just watching this zone as the selling zone to start the day right now on EYES. Hoping that it runs as high as it possibly can today, but only anticipating a quick long, and then it's going to flutter out and then maybe roll over, okay? Now, the stock does have news today. Here's the other thing I wanted to mention, right? Look at the 4-hour chart. Look at where the bounce started, okay? Same thing as the NASDAQ. Ready? See, look at this 4-hour chart. Market drops all the way down to the -1 deviation and the market bounces. Look at what happened with the NASDAQ. What did it do? Market pulled all the way down to the 4-hour -1 deviation mark and bounced. Okay? What's also funny is if you look at EYES, we sell all the way down to the -1 deviation price, which means it's a good buy. When the price does that, it's a good buy. But what's even more ironic is they throw in some good news, right? So let's just for a second say that that's the ideal buying point always and forever. Wouldn't it make sense to then throw in good news right around the day where the stock finally gets to the good buying point so that the market can justify a reason to buy it up? There you go. Bang, bang. Just like the market, when the markets hit highs, negative news starts hitting the wire. Computers, algorithms, the system, the game, by design, pushes out negative news to start bringing the market down. Then when the market goes down and decreases enough, then they'll start pumping good news to justify why the market should be going up, when in reality, the market's just at a good dip buy. So people start buying it, and the computers and the systems, and they start front running and pushing positive news to get more people to buy it to further the gain for the early investors. So EYES, that's going to be our main candidate here today, watching it slightly long and then short bias on the day. Okay, there's plenty of other stocks that have jumped around over the past day. We've had PLTR, I mean, that's up. I mean, SVC, that's up. I mean, everything's kind of just going up because the market went up. So like I said, really all you got to do is follow the NASDAQ, follow the SPY, whatever those do. Your stock is most likely going to mimic that. Okay, so that's really all I have for you today. I know today was a little bit crazy. Didn't really cover many stocks, and the reason why is because you do not have to. Okay? You understand? You don't have to cover much on a day like today. It's the stock market that matters, okay? So make sure you do yourself a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. More importantly, though, most important of all, you have to share the video with your grandma, because I know she misses me. We haven't had a chat in a long time. She invited me over for a cup of tea. I had to decline respectfully because the stock market was going crazy. So she understands. Tell her I'm sorry, but share this video with her. I'm sure it will brighten her day. That being said, take care, guys. See you in the next video.